You know what I'm saying? Practice make
There's
perfect.
not playing no games today. Let's go. I like that energy.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I told y'all I went to the doctor for the first time in a long time. By the way, black men, go to the doctor, man.
I need insurance, bro.
Everybody needs to.
But
You got it, go.
Okay, yeah.
Listen,
Get it? I'm talking to everybody out there too. If y'all got it, go. Cause I was scared.
Yeah, I would be too.
I ain't been to the doctors. The last time I went to the doctor was in 2020. Last time I went, for real. And I was just thinking about all of the lounge shit I done did to my body since.
it really be like that, man.
For real, it put it in perspective for real. I was like, damn. They was asking me, "Do you want this?" I was like, "Just give me everything." They was like, "You want the heart thing? You want the?" I had to get a tetanus shot. They took my blood, the piss test.
Yeah.
And I was like, please, God,
Please, God, let me live.
I was like, I'm trying to do better. Like, Lord knows, I'm trying to do better.
This is when niggas start praying.
Yeah, oh my soul, for real. That's what, Bailey, because that's my thing.
I don't even want to laugh because it's a real feeling. Like, I'm laughing, but like, all right, bitch, because
I'm not even religious. I'm not even religious, but those moments I have me be like, should I just like convert real quick, get this prayer off?
There's a lot of times.
And then sketch out and go back.
That's when I realized I was spiritual. Because I used to say I'm not spiritual at all. But that's how I realized I was spiritual. Because when I get on that flight, I'd be like, please, God. But that shit, every single time, I try to act like I ain't scared to fly, but every single time I get on the plane, and it start rumbling, turbulence, I be like, please, God, just let me get back on this ground.
I don't know what it is. For some reason, I'm like not scared to fly. I'm scared of a lot of shit. No, actually, I'm not. That sounded crazy. But yeah, I don't know. I never really feel anything. It just feels like a big ass bus.
sometimes I feel like when I see it in movies, I'd be like, damn, because how much I glorify like traveling and stuff. I love going there. I love like taking flights, you know what I'm saying? But like when I see the movies, I'd be like, and like when we hit turbulence, like I feel that thing, but like I never think about it like that. But when I watch movies, I'd be like, oh, that could be like the time. And I know certain people who like don't take certain airlines because they're concerned like that. And it makes me feel like almost irresponsible to not like take heed to like all of the knowledge that you could know about, you know, the ones that like disappear or always crash. Like, gosh, I don't even like thinking about it. Like, fuck.
The last time I was on the plane when I was coming back, I looked at my ticket. I looked at the ticket. I said, Boeing.
Isn't that what all of them are though?
No,
see, look, I don't know.
They got Airbuses. They got all sorts of shit. That Boeing Lount free. That's when the doors was flying off that bitch. I was like, please, let me get back. But no, same thing. I was the doctor. I'm like, please, let this shit come. They came back smooth. They said your boy cholesterol a little bit. I'm in the normal range. But I'm at the higher end of that normal range. I got to tone it down just a little bit.
On like food and shit.
Yeah. And they said a nigga.
No, you know what it is? The pepas.
That papas. Yeah, I gotta cut down on that.
And listen, while you said as black men, as black women, and as all people, but as black women too, it checks out too. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's a thing where you don't have healthcare, because I like get that too, dude. Like I finally went, and I just know the feeling that Perry went through because I just went through that same shit, and it was just like, all right, like I just have to be ready because I hate when they ask you like, okay, so when was your last whatever? And like you almost want to be honest so like they can like do whatever math they have to do to like make it make sense. You want to be as honest as possible, but like to tell them that you can't remember makes you feel so crazy. And then it's just like up in the air until, you know, and then you do all the stuff and then like you kind of have to wait until you hear the results and stuff. And like I went through all that and like got all my blood work and I was just like, I too am also in the free and clear, but I also understand how hard it is to try to make that step because it's like it's almost better not knowing. And I've also felt that Western medicine, I feel like it's like a scam to like when you go do your exam that they'll like poke you and then all of a sudden you're sick or something. You know what I mean? Like nothing was wrong with you until y'all did that one test. Like
the thing with like being honest to like your doctor and even like therapists too is like, yeah, they can't diagnose you if you're lying, and it's not like it's like a benefit to lie because they're not gonna arrest you.
Yeah,
like, you know
yeah,
I mean?
for
like,
sure. I be acting like a little kid. I'm still so afraid because I remember that little moment before I was actually an adult when like the parent would be in the room or they weren't. And when they would ask me about the cigarette thing, and I'd be like, I'm like, oh fuck, are they gonna ask me the cigarette question? Like, is my mom gonna be in the room when they ask? Or
They was like recreations. I was like, oh shit.
I always say no. I lie.
Everything.
Yeah, 18
Everything
beers
but crack.
every Friday.
Everything but crack. They was like, how much do you drink? They were like, what else do you drink? And I was just like, I started down. I was like, 3 days. I was like, 4, 5. Let's just say 5.
I always sit with 3, and I always say like the occasional, and I always just like be honest about the cigarettes, and then I lie about everything else. Like they're like, "Do you smoke weed?" I'm like, "No."
Yeah, I said I smoke bud. I said I was very truthful. I said everything for real.
Yeah.
I only am honest about that.
While I was in there, bitch, I was sitting in the waiting room. They was playing Billy Ocean.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
Perfect
why
waiting room music.
It is.
It was Sherry. That shit been in my head for a week.
That's
and
that
a
easy
half.
listening is supposed to help ease your.
It definitely eased me because I cannot stop listening. I listened to Billy Ocean whole discography. Like I was like, this song is so fire for real. Like I have to listen to all his other shit. I want to go back to the 80s, man. But yeah, that's how my week was.
Yeah.
What about you, Nate? How your week been?
Good, man. Just worked a lot. Worked on music.
I love that.
And that's it, bro. Still apprenticing at my friend's shop, Mid
Good.
Valley.
Hell yeah. I can't wait till you drop the wallets or some shit. I'm getting one. Whatever you drop, I'm getting it.
I'm just really trying to learn the trade, you know
Hell
what I
yeah.
mean? And just like, he's teaching me like little things one step at a time.
Hell
So,
yeah.
That's so awesome.
I usually go up there. For about 5 or 6 hours every Thursday. Just work a shift with them.
I fuck with that.
I wholeheartedly love hearing that. He gonna teach. Shout out Jorge. He gonna teach you what you need to know.
He's such a great teacher, such a
He
good
gonna
friend.
show you it because that's how he learned for real. He was
Yeah.
apprenticing with a nigga for real.
Yeah.
I really fuck with that, man. And that's one thing I'm really jealous about. Like just having the schedule that you have, you live your schedule is completely different work-wise, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it does give you the opportunities to do the other, like the break in the schedule in the week. Like, I'm so jealous and like so excited for you too, that you have the time to like do the things on the side like this. Like I really fuck with that. And I love that like you're pushing yourself to do that. That's so sick.
Thank
I love
you.
it, man, for real.
I'm human, man. Like I get in my head sometimes. I'm like, man, I'm 37. I'm a bartender. Like, what's next?
Mm-hmm.
But I remember that this shit affords me to do what I want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you really love it for real,
Yeah.
G. Like it is so much shit that you didn't just taught me about garments and textiles and shit. I know that you really love that shit. That's why it make me so happy to know that you've been going over there working with him and learning shit with him for real. Cause like once you know the shit, you gonna take it seriously for real. And it ain't even because of no money or no career or nothing.
Yeah.
Because you really love that shit for real.
It's one thing to repeat shit you learn on the internet, and like have all this knowledge, but there's another thing to like live life and gain experiences and be able to like touch the product and learn about it. You know what I mean?
That's so
like there's so much I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So and there's like a lot that Jorge's teaching me, and I'm just trying to like
It's so refreshing, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like the first time you said this, I was very taken back by it, but I really am because like I feel like sometimes it's really inspiring, and I said it on that episode, like just remembering that at any age you can just like sit there and like learn something else, like that. Just if you feel stagnant, it's just like damn, like you literally could do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Like if you feel stagnant, like you can like this random thing, you can just like try to learn it. Like why? What's stopping you? Like you're never too old to like keep learning. I fuck with that, man.
Above all of that shit, like me personally, I believe that like we be having so much clutter in our mind, and like in order to like reach like a higher consciousness or a higher understanding of oneself, you have to like clear your brain and like focus in on one thing. And it don't even matter what the thing is. It don't even matter what you making. But like once you can find something that could take you into that space that you could take your mind to the next level, it's beautiful for real. Like that's why I do music. Like I don't even care if niggas listen to my show. I don't care if I get a record deal or nothing. But like when I'm in that mode for real, I could feel it all through my body. I could feel like I'm going to another place for real, and like nothing else really matters. Like I could see the world for what it's really in, and it's just like finding whatever it is for you that could take you to that next point. You know what I'm saying? So like I love hearing that shit.
Hell yeah, man, that was great.
For real, B. How your week been?
I always have a hard time at the end of the year. I don't know. The weight of the world on my shoulders. But I'll be all right. So like this was really rough this week, but like
Wow.
I mean, it's just always like a lot of things. You know, I be feeling all my feels.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's just I feel everything and just like a lot of reflection on self and stuff and like doing all of that. I guess doing the work, you know, the uncomfortable work, and like I guess that's what I'm feeling right now. I'm being forced to feel.
Well, look.
And I feel like I had like another week. You know, the week of Christmas, I be trying to do that because I don't be like celebrating Christmas.
Well,
but
look, I heard this. Probably a couple of years ago that always stuck with me for real. And it's like, in order to whatever it is that you want in life or whatever it is you want, like you have to live in that uncomfortability. Like the opposite of what that thing is, you have to live in that in order to achieve that thing. If that make any sense,
Which is one of the hardest things in the world.
so
to
like,
do.
so
Which
like,
is
yeah,
crazy.
so like, if you want money, you have to live like you broke to
Yeah.
get money. If you want to
Yeah.
get swole, your body has to hurt for a long time to get, and it's like that with anything. You know what I'm saying?
that's real.
Great analogies. I was not expecting that second one.
I was like,
For
this is so
real.
powerful. And then
For real,
Planet
though.
Fitness.
It's like whatever you want, you have to live with the opposite of that thing for a long time in order to get that thing.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, growth is uncomfortable, man. They call them growing pains for a reason.
Change is uncomfortable, you
Yeah,
know.
all of that.
Yeah, yo. Well, shit. What I about to say? What y'all try to get into first?
Let's start with music.
Oh shit! I just been listening to Billy Ocean.
You're funny as hell. Here's it one
It's a
time.
goddamn lie.
No, swear to God, G.
No, say you just been listening to Billy Ocean.
And me.
That's it.
And me for real.
Nah, I'm fucking with you.
Yesterday, me and Jamal linked up. We working on our new project for real. Shit, I might as well just go ahead and say what it is. We doing. Nah, I ain't gonna say what it is. Me and Jamal working on a new project. We've been linking up and shit and working on that shit. And yesterday, I had exposed him to the Freshman Adjustments by Kanye West. Y'all ever heard the Freshman Adjustments?
What is that? That first demo or the first?
The like demo
Yeah,
shit for real.
yeah.
So what it was like, cause I remember back when I was a shorty, like I had to be like 14, 15 for real. Like I remember like, cause you know niggas used to be buying burnt CDs already. You know what I'm saying?
sure.
I would go to school and get CDs and niggas be like, you heard the nigga Kanye West? I'm like, nah, what the fuck that is? It's before Through the Wire
Yeah.
and shit. And like I would just buy these CDs for my nigga, $2, he'd give me a CD. And I remember like raking leaves, like going to people's doors and like shoveling snow and like having those songs, like all Kanye's demo songs before College Dropout, like listening to that shit.
Benefits from growing up in Chicago, right there.
Yeah, for real. Like when my CD player was skipping and shit.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I was not up on Kanye West until Through the Wire on
For real?
MTV.
Yeah, he had a song.
You live here.
This song, Arguments was fire. Live in a Movie, but like I was playing that shit for Jamal yesterday. He had never heard it before. And
Yeah.
like, we definitely like cooked up a quick song like inspired by that.
Cool.
So, hell yeah. But yeah, I ain't been listening to shit for real. Y'all been listening to any new shit?
Chris put me on to and Nate, you know everything, dog. So I'd be like, sometimes I'd be afraid because I'd be wanting you to put me on, and I'd be like, oh, I don't want to see like a poser.
Just ask. What is a
Peeling
poser?
Flesh.
Oh, cool. Yeah. they're
Yeah.
cool.
What's that is?
This band that
is kinda like
Chris
death metal.
put me on.
True.
Yeah. And then I've been listening to Tim's actually.
Tim's
Isn't
is
that
great.
surprising?
Yo, that Tills album is insane.
I've been listening
Which
to it,
one
but Tim's is
though?
sick.
Because like maybe I'm not listening to the newest
Shit,
one.
what's the, no? I
Look,
mean, not
is
the
it
newest
this
one, not the new, the one that came out like
I guess
2
this
years
is
ago.
new.
The one that came out like 2 years ago. No, not that one. That's
This one
she
is
dropped-
so good.
It's about time for Tim's to come back around too.
I never
It's been
thought
like
that
2
I would
years.
be
That's great
sitting
album art,
listening-
too.
Right?
Crazy.
Oh my gosh.
The one
it's
with
so
Free
good.
Mind on it. Yeah, for Broken Ears, that's my shit, yo. I was banging that shit like crazy.
I also found a Lil Yachty moment that I missed. I
What's
guess
that?
this is from 2021, but Birthday Mix 6. this girl, I saw her, like her story, and she posted one song and it had like a cute little lyric, and I was like, okay, let me listen, and it's so good. And then I listened to the whole thing. This whole thing is good, but this is from 2021. This is
I never heard
Lil
of that one.
Yachty's birthday mix 6.
I never heard of that one.
But I guess he's a Virgo too, so shout out to Virgos.
Yeah.
I listened to what I listened to this week. You know what I listened to was like, okay, so I'm doing this hardcore band that we're about to drop. It's called Sensory Impact with some friends. And I've been just like we've been practicing a lot, and we just recorded and gearing up for a show. So I've been trying to like not necessarily like take influence off of anything, but listen to like certain hardcore with like a certain type of energy. So like this week, I really just ran it back to like Trash Talk's entire discography.
Hell yeah.
Fire.
So good.
You know, I spent a lot of time being a dork and like kind of hating on them. You know what I mean? For no fucking reason. And then I saw them a few months ago with Dillinger Escape Plan, and they
opened that show.
That's so
Damn.
well, there was an opener. It was like some doom band, and then it was them, and then Dillinger Escape Plan, and they shut that shit the fuck down. I've seen them. I've seen them like 10 times, and they're always really good. But it just like reignited my love for that band and that energy.
Yeah. Shout out, the nigga Lee. He used to fuck with us back in the day.
Yeah.
Back in the day when he was in Chicago, he used to fuck with us back in the day for real. But yeah, I love that band for real.
Yeah.
Yo. I remember the first time I heard my niggas from Danville put me on to them. We was in a trailer. These niggas was living in a trailer in Danville. I remember I was like, who is this?
I think it was because I was a kid and like they were taking hardcore to like new heights.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really like into that. And then I grew up and became an adult, and then realized that that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to put hardcore and metal and punk in people's living rooms. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's got to be some gatekeeping or whatever, but put that shit in people's living rooms.
It was really the first one. Like, it was really the first ones trying to take it to another place for real.
Like doing mixed bills, being on Odd Future label, shit like that. Like I'm all for a lot of that shit.
Yeah, I remember I didn't like it before when it first came out too. But I saw this thing this week. I seen this girl talking about how she was reading this article that I forgot who put it out, but it was about like how in the 90s, like the idea of selling out was like compromising your morals and your principles in order to make money. Yeah. And not but 10 years later after that, how we used to feel about that shit for years and years and years in the past, all that shit is out the window.
It now, really is. And the concept of selling out is so twisted because it's like, people can say like a band like Knock Loose or, or like Turnstile or like Trash Talk. But it's like, no, dude, they've been doing the same shit. Like same shit they started doing. It just got bigger. They knew how to market. They knew how to perform. Like, it's just like growing the brand.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like Knock Loose playing Jimmy Kimmel and shit.
Exactly.
Niggas was mad too.
I was gonna ask you
people
guys.
are hating on that shit, but all I picture, like, I don't necessarily like that band that much. You know what I mean? But they're cool and I just respect what they do. But like all I'm thinking about is like not posers and this, that, and third. I'm thinking about the 13-year-old kid in fucking Kansas sitting in front of a TV watching this, and his mind is fucking blown, and he changed from there on out. He's picked up a skateboard, got into hardcore. You know what I mean?
On my soul, for real.
Got into punk. And
on my soul, for real. Because it's almost like, did you really, at that point, did you really fuck with the culture and the music and the art behind it, or did you just fuck with the fact that these people didn't fuck with it? Yeah,
exactly. It's like, don't try to keep everything to yourself. And I'm sorry, Bailey, you were trying to say something.
No, it's all good. Bro, it's like telepathic, dog. Because like you said it, and I was trying to get in there to say the Jimmy Kimmel shit, but you said it. We had guests on, so like we weren't able to talk about it, but I absolutely wanted to like look both of y'all in the eye because when I think about it, and like whatever, like when people are hardcore kids and when they're not, but like when I think of hardcore kids, I do think of you and Perry, and I'm just like, okay, everyone was up in arms about Knock Loose being on Jimmy Kimmel Live, and I wanted to ask you guys how you felt about it, whether you like Knock Loose or not, and just like, I guess, whatever people take from hardcore that would make them feel like a way about that, because I did feel like it was weird, but I also feel like I'm a late bloomer hardcore kid. Yeah. Like maybe I knew about stuff, but like I guess the things that can make me upset, I don't know, because like everyone wants money. You know what I'm saying? So like, I just don't know what to do. Cause like, are they not a hardcore band now because they were on like Jimmy Kimmel? Like,
No.
they're gonna turn down this
still
big ass, fat ass check,
My
bro,
shit-
because
Every
some
time
hardcore kids in the back are mad.
My shit is that like once you really understand like the punk ethos for real, like they did that shit and niggas was mad, but it's like good. You supposed to be mad.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of me doing this shit in the first place. It's just the fact that like niggas started making punk music and hardcore music with the intent of disrupting the current like status quo of what's going on.
Yeah.
So like it's supposed to make you feel that way, and like it just got more polished. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like from the 60s to now, like the shit just got more polished that it actually like sound good. Cause like low key, I be listening to like the Germs and shit. I be like, this shit sound trash. This nigga do not know how to play this instrument. like listening to it for real. Like this nigga do not know how to play this instrument, bro.
But
the thing is, like back there, I'm doing that to make you mad. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
For sure,
Remember I was talking about like Caleb Williams when he was painting his nails and shit. Like on some punk shit,
Jared
males
McCain
painting.
and shit.
That's why I'm doing it to disrupt for real. You know what I'm saying?
Isn't it supposed to disrupt like the normies, not the culture? You know what I'm saying? Like when the hardcore kids are mad that the hardcore band did that. I'm like, why are you mad? Aren't you supposed to be up in arms?
But that's the thin line. Where who really align with the ethos and who don't for real? Yeah. Who really posing then? You feel what I'm saying?
All right, fair enough. Yeah, I had to hear it from my favorite hardcore kid. You guys heard it here first. My favorite hardcore kids
like it's birthed. It's not punk music, but it's birthed out of punk music.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So like, it still hold that ethos.
Well, why do you guys think that they're mad? I guess because I have these are my real questions.
It wasn't the
you
punk kids that was mad. It was everybody that normally watch fucking Jimmy Kimmel that was mad for real. They was like, my daughter's watching this shit and y'all got devil worshippers.
No. There were hardcore kids that are our age that were upset.
Well, that's what I'm talking about because like I seen like people like because when I was looking through the comments, that's all I saw was people that normally watch that shit and they expect to see like Sabrina Carpenter on there and shit, and they got.
Oh, okay. This is how I think, right? Are they mad because it made everyone who's sitting at home with their kids look at it like, you know, like, what the fuck is this shit? While they're thinking of Sabrina Carpenter, so it made it alienate hardcore even more, I guess, because people aren't expecting it.
I think it was the one side of the regular people that was just upset because they like look at it as like devil shit. And it was the other people that was like upset. The punk kids, that was upset because like, oh, y'all getting money for real. But like,
yeah, that's like I don't give a fuck about the parents shit and like that dumb shit. That's stupid. That's been going on forever since Marilyn Manson and shit, you know. But yeah, there's definitely like mad hardcore kids, quote unquote, that just like hated the fact that they did that and like, you know, call them sellouts, just like they do to all these bands.
But
now,
like the thing is,
it's just like, bro, like.
The thing is like
what do you think a sellout is, Nate? What do you think a sellout is to you? Like in the scene?
I really don't know.
Or do you not think that is that is a sellout?
What the definition of a sellout is? I'm about to tell you right now.
Is the term a sellout kind of the term a sellout kind of outdated with you growing?
I personally hate that term. I don't really like subscribe to it. I've never really like listened to anybody and been like, they're a sellout. Yeah, you can. But like sometimes shit can make sense. It's just like, you know, Scal is on a fucking Taco Bell commercial. Do I think they're sellouts? Not really. You know what I mean?
Know that.
No, a sellout is if you compromising your morals and your integrity off the fact of making money.
Exactly.
If I did something that I would normally not do, but I'm only doing it to make money for real. Knock Loose made that song, whatever song they played, I don't even know, but they made that song before this shit came out. They just playing they one song for real. Get that money, nigga.
And their music hasn't changed. That's the thing. Exactly. It's still a fucking...
It got heavier.
Okay,
It really got heavier.
So if you guys aren't hearing what it is, if you're not changing the sound of your music
Not
or
even
whether
the sound,
for
but the integrity of it for real. Like the morals and the principles
but what
that
if they
you
don't
stand
listen?
on.
Okay, what I'm playing devil's advocate. What if they've never even seen Jimmy Kimmel Live? They like don't watch late night shows.
That ain't got shit to do about it. The
But
thing
that's
is,
what
I
I'm
played
saying.
my
So why
song
would you do that?
I
Like
was-
if you
I would
didn't
say-
watch
I would
Jimmy
say-
Kimmel, why would you want to go on
to
there?
get this fucking money. Like this
Well,
the thing
yeah.
I would say. I would call you a sellout if you wanted to play this song and they said, no, play the song with no screaming in it. And you played the song with no screaming at all. Like
Oh, okay. Yeah. Again, yeah,
or
changing
like
the music.
we finna change our sound to appeal to more
Yeah.
people because we want to get money. That's what I think sellout is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I don't hate on them, because it's like, yo, like I said before, it's like we're getting a check and we're putting hardcore in your living room.
Yes.
Can you put some more champagne in my glass?
Could have just did it quietly.
I want to do it loud.
But yes, I hear
Why do you pronounce every syllable?
exactly. But I hear what you're saying, Nate, and that's why I'm glad that we're talking about it, because I really wanted to ask, because I don't know, like it was kind of alarming, but I almost felt in a way like, oh, you're just giving them another reason to be like. Because I was thinking of the families who, again, thought that it was going to be like fucking Charlie, you know,
XCX,
you know what I'm saying?
But
And
like-
then it was like,
but like-
so screamy ass, like, and like hard ass breakdowns and shit at whatever time that comes on TV. And like, I just didn't want us, like, and whatever. I like the misfits and like not being understood. But like, I just didn't want it to be like in normies' houses for them to be like, okay, what the fuck are they on? And then they go to their social medias in their normal world and they're like, what the fuck is this?
But this the thing though. That this really showed me that if you really fuck with the ethos, you really fuck with the art, and you really fuck with that, or are you the nigga that's just doing some shit? You know what I'm saying? Because like if you really understand it, I feel like if you really understand it, you not gonna do that. But if you hating on it, that make you a hater for it. That mean you wasn't really in it for the right reasons in the first place. Like the culture that I subscribe to, I want it to get as big as possible.
Yeah.
I want everybody to be on this shit.
Make
I want
it
to walk outside and that be the dominant thing that's out for
Make
real.
it accessible to the world. Like, I think I like the coolest shit in the
Exactly.
world.
I think it's the coolest
Like,
shit in the world
yeah.
for real. So I think
like-
everybody should think it's the coolest shit.
I
in
like
the world.
hardcore, and I like clothes, and I like skateboarding, and I like music, like graffiti. That's sick shit.
So at that
I want
point,
everybody to be into
So
it.
at that point, I question y'all motives. I question y'all motives.
I do have-
y'all like it just because other niggas don't like it? That's why y'all like it?
Right.
Is y'all anti?
But
Or do y'all
that's-
really fuck with the movement?
And that's what I was gonna ask you guys. Like, is it a thing about, oh, this is, you know, against the grain activity? Like, oh yeah, I just, you know, like being anti. Like,
Yeah.
do you ever? I don't know, because I feel like that's kind of like a sensitive question, and I have too much
I mean,
respect
niggas
for
be
you
hating
guys.
for real, because I used to be hating.
but wait,
too.
but it's
I
like,
definitely used to be hating.
I was
on
a
niggas.
pro. I was a pro.
I was a professional hater.
Yeah.
Hating on niggas for no reason.
but wait, do
Hating
you
on
still
niggas 'cause-
hang on to those little parts
let
of
that
that?
go.
And maybe is that? I don't know. I don't
I had
know.
to let that go for it. I be checking myself. I have to check myself. Like we all only human for real. And like I make it a point to check myself when I'm hating. Evan, was I talking to you the other day? I was talking to somebody the other day. I was like, wait, let me stop. I'm hating. Let me stop. Like I be having to check myself a lot of the time for real because what gives me the right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like what gives me the right to say that your shit ain't good?
Well,
for
I
real?
was more talking about just being the difference.
Or that your shit not cool.
Well, I was more talking about being the difference. Like, I fuck with punk rock, right? Because, like, oh, never fitting in. Like, I like that. Well, you know, I don't want to say I like that. Like, I always felt like I never fit in. So, like, you know, that punk rock shit, like, that hardcore shit, it felt like a bunch of people who never felt like they fit in type shit. You know what I mean? I don't know how much anti has to go into it. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So, like, I don't want the normie people because this is what saved me from your normie asses making me feel like I couldn't
But
mesh
Yeah,
with people.
I
like,
feel
so
that.
I'm wondering if the hardcore kids are mad because it's like, you guys are like, if they felt like oppressed, like, you guys are the reason for my oppression. Like, don't have it on mainstream things because this
Yeah.
is what made me survive.
But,
Like,
and sorry,
Go ahead, go ahead.
But like, that's the push and pull for real. So that's a great point to bring up. But the thing is, man, is like you can't like. I think I kind of pride myself on being like a younger minded old head when it comes to music. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I still have my thoughts and boundaries and things like that or whatever with music. But like, losing my train of thought. But like, I want people to like join this culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to like, just because I had to like read Thrasher to find out about a hardcore band, just because I had to play Tony Hawk 2 and like clean the scratched up ass disc and like hear Black Flag, and just because I had to like drive real far in Texas to go to shows, just because I had to do all that shit doesn't mean that you have to. I didn't have the internet like I did. You know what I'm saying? Kids don't have to like download 8 albums on Kazaa and leave and go to school and wait and hope they're all ready when you get back. Kids don't have to do that like ear to the ground bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, it's the internet.
Right.
Times change. So it's just like, bro, if we can grow this culture and grow this brand, it doesn't all have to come from oppression. It doesn't all have to come from getting bullied. And now I like punk. You can just, you can like Sabrina Carpenter and wear Uggs and.
So here's another challenge.
And like this.
Let me get this off before I forget. And like, anything fueled by animosity is lamp for real. Anything fueled by lamp shit is lamp for real. You know what I'm saying? Just like, I wouldn't have felt the way that I did to fall into this genre, or to feel like I needed to find belong to a place. Like, I felt like I didn't belong in there, and I found like I found this and I belong to this. Yeah. Like, I wouldn't have had to go through all of that if everything that I thought was cool was acceptable. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, just because I had to do that, like, I want to make it so that you don't have to do that.
Hope did that, so hopefully you wouldn't have to go through that.
For real. On my soul, for real.
So this is period. So, but this is probably before we break. But this is my question though, like, and maybe it's a question that you literally throw out the window. Do you think? Because maybe, and I had this conversation with Evan, like, not wasting time on like past time, like thinking about the past and how you could have moved and this and that. But like, do you think that you would be into like, I hate to say it like that, but like, do you think that you would be into hardcore if it was like mainstream when you were younger?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because you know why?
It was already mainstream when I got
But if it was like popular, like if it was giving pop,
because you know why,
and it was mainstream, and it, like, you heard it on the radio all the time, and like the bands that you found doing everything that you just said, if you did all of, but you didn't have to do all of that because it was just popular, it was right there in your face, do you think that you would still like it?
Yes,
because you didn't fall into it because of the anti of it all.
Because you know why? Because you know why I know it, because it's pictures of me as a toddler with guitars in my hand.
Yeah.
For as long as I can remember, like,
but guitars have always been cool though.
No,
I'm talking about a certain kind of music though.
But not for a little black kid in the 90s.
Exactly. Like, since I've been a little kid, I've always fucked with
Michael Jackson.
I didn't, but the thing is, I didn't fall into it because these niggas accepted me. Yes, them niggas accepted me, and I found a community there, but it was already shit that I liked for real. Yeah, the whole reason I was an outcast in the first, I felt like an outcast as a kid growing up, was because I liked this shit.
Yeah.
So I know for a fact that I would for real, because that didn't stop me from liking pop music either. Because pop music was pop music, and I still rocked with it for real.
It's just whatever rings a bell for real. Like, I don't know. I didn't ask for this shit. I wasn't like, I feel like such a fucking anti, person. Like, I need to get into punk now. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just like, I liked skateboarding. It was around me all the time. You know? And I went from liking like Green Day and Blink-182 to like playing Tony Hawk and liking Black Flag and like listening to Bad Brains, and then just snowballed into this. You know what I mean?
Like, I be having to
all that shit.
I be having to remind niggas they're like
41.
They're like, I went to a black school. You know, it was mostly black people at my school.
Yeah, I was about to ask you, Nate. How was your
reason,
school? It was a black school too.
It was a black.
But I'm just saying, like, the whole reason, the whole reason I even fell into that shit was because I genuinely love shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole reason that we even having this conversation. Because like, that's why I felt like that, because I felt that niggas didn't relate to me, because I genuinely like this shit. That bring me to that bring me to great this. Answers, before we go on the break, so they sent me hit me up yesterday. It was like, you follow this nigga Jam Wayne? And I was like, yeah, that's my dog for real. I'll fuck with that nigga.
Well, let me explain.
So now put me on.
So for some reason, I don't know why, For some reason, my algorithm on Instagram, like my For You page or whatever, I get a lot of like white rappers, and it's like I don't know why.
They go
like,
hand in hand with hardcore.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
I will do it. I will do it because they do for real.
All right. Hold on. Let me rephrase that because there's nothing wrong with a fucking white rapper at all. Some of my favorite rappers are. But like, you know, some of these like speed, like a lot of those, and just like a lot of just like weird, like, you know, people, like weird rappers that have like 2 likes and like 10,000 comments of like how, you know what I mean?
How much they hate it.
It's just funny shit, you know what I
yeah.
mean? I'm not trying to shit on anyone or like, you know, make anyone feel like shit for their art. But anyway, so this dude, Jam Wayne, always comes up on my For You page. And I don't really like his music or whatever. But every time one of these rappers comes up, Perry already knows who they are.
You see him like it already. It's like a name is already in the likes.
It'll be like followed by 1, and I'll click on it, and it'll be a green ass picture.
Always a green ass
I was
picture.
like, Perry.
Clock it.
So if Perry ever tells you he doesn't show love, that's a fucking lie.
Yeah, he really be on all this shit.
So this nigga Jam Wayne, he from Alabama. He like this white Alabama dude, beard, like truck
Wait
driving.
till y'all see the slide, because what?
Camo.
Don't tell him we're talking about
Budweiser. No, I'm gonna tag him in it. Budweiser, like Alabama South shit for real. And like,
is he racist? Because listen,
no.
listen, that's always the first question. Like when you're,
I don't get no hint of that for
when
real.
you're like saying everything, and when you started, and when you're like going through it, it's like niggas have already checked out because like I don't even give a fuck what you talking about. Is he racist?
No, I don't think so.
And he doesn't say like nigga because he's rapping.
I haven't seen nothing like that. I fuck with him.
He could go crazy.
One, I could tell that the nigga really study hip hop for real because the nigga be rapping for real. And the thing I fuck with is that the nigga he rap about his life for real. Like he rap about hunting, fishing, shooting beer cans off the fence, guns. You know what I'm saying? Like just like whatever he looks like.
Is it hard?
He can rap.
You said you don't like.
He can rap. He could definitely
rap.
But
he can like
trucks.
Just make the
mud.
The way you just looked at me like stone cold in my face. And
no,
said,
for real.
Trucks.
And like I really fuck with it because like I hate the idea that like when niggas start rapping and they feel like you have to go into this box of rap nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like you niggas don't sell drugs. A lot of you niggas don't shoot people. You niggas don't do nothing that y'all rap about. So like when I see a nigga that's outside of that box of a rapper using hip hop as a medium to get across.
And just to remind everyone, when Perry says niggas, he's talking about everyone. Because you be losing me in the plot when you say niggas. Because
when I see you using hip hop,
this is a white man.
When I see you using hip hop as a medium to get across your real life.
For sure.
I like that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I can respect that. Yeah, like, as long as he isn't crossing the things that
I ain't seen him cross.
And he doesn't have like a grill.
I ain't seen him cross. No,
he doesn't have a grill. He doesn't have a billion tattoos.
The nigga look like he from Alabama. That's what he look like.
He 1,000% does. He looks like my mom's husband.
You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, exactly. Like I fuck with that. Like if you rapping about your real life, because I feel like that's the downfall of like. Honestly, I feel like that's the downfall of our people and shit. That everybody want to be lit, everybody want to be popping, so they just do what they seen the last lit nigga do for real.
I mean, yeah, it's factory. It's by
rap
design.
about your real life. I like when I see niggas rapping.
I feel that again. If he's using it like that, yeah.
It wouldn't even and like low key
of hip hop for the common man.
And low key, like he could really rap. I like his raps for real. I could tell he really studied the craft for real. But even if his music was trash, I would still like to see you making trash music about your real life than just doing what you think that you should be doing. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
Shout out Jam Wayne, man. I ain't even.
Jam Wayne. So who's dad?
They so recently in news, there's been a lot of shit about drones. There's been a lot of shit about computer chips that came out this week. I guess I'll start off with the Matrix shit. So niggas have literally at this point created a Matrix, a real Matrix. Let me explain. So let me think. I'm trying to think about how much I want to go back. All right, so pretty much like we all know that like the human brain is a computer. Like computers are modeled off of the human brain for real. It just your brain stores data for real. So think about it like this, like the way our phones and computers and shit all work, it's a minerals, everything around you can store data for real. But they done went and found the shit that like could store the most data. This is why we in the Congo fucking them niggas up trying to get these minerals to make these iPhones. You know what I'm saying? But your brain stores data in the same way. So these niggas then took stem cells from a nigga brain and grew mini brains in the lab for real, and have been storing data on these brains for a long time now for real. Like you can go on your phone, look right now, you can buy server space on an artificial brain right now. That's been a thing for a while. Okay.
Is that crazy?
I mean, it is crazy for real. But I mean, but that's how you think we even learned how to make computers is from studying our human brains for real. That's how they even made the shit in the first place for real.
Why would you purchase space on an artificial brain?
Because why would you purchase space on because like it stores way more for real. And like the main bottleneck with this AI shit is that like the computing power that it take in order to do all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like don't you remember when like you would buy a hard drive and it would be like 2 gigs and that was a lot, but now we got terabytes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like the amount of data that they store in these brains is like way higher than like a fucking terabyte. I don't even know what the next level is after terabyte, but it's that type shit. You know what I'm saying? Supercomputers and shit. So they then took these human brains, right, and uploaded like first thing they did was uploaded Pong, like the game Pong on these, and they said that these brains, since they have so much capacity, have been like what's the number that they said, Evan? 10 septillion times faster than our normal. So they processing data fast as hell. So you can upload a big ass like AI program on that and it can learn. You know what I'm saying? Learn faster and like better than like what we have on our regular computers and shit. They didn't put a Pong program on this. The nigga learned the fucking brain and learned how to play Pong by itself. No one told the brain how to play Pong. It just started learning because it's got the AI shit in it. You know what I'm saying? So and like it's processing it like a human brain, fast as hell. Faster than computers and shit. So then they took the shit and created a world for it to like move around in. A matrix, if you will. And made it think it was a butterfly. So these niggas is just butterflies just flying around this world. They didn't even tell them how to fly. At first they couldn't fly and then they learned. And they just flying around. And these brains don't know that they are in this world. They think that this is life. You know what I'm saying? So with that said, it like brings up like simulation theory. Like, are we in a simulation? Because if we created this, what's to say somebody that we ain't been living in this the whole time for real? Because like, I don't know if y'all ever heard this shit before, but like human like DNA is older than what when you go back and like they go back and like track like how old they believe like the DNA of humans have been around. And it's way longer than the earth has been around. You know what I'm saying? You can go look that shit up. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So like, who's to say that we not in one of these right now? Like they literally made a real matrix that these things is like flying around in.
So if you guys aren't picking up what Perry's putting down, because he told me before, and whatever, we've had a few glasses of champagne. But before, when Perry was telling me, it made all of the sense. I don't know if you're picking up what he's putting it down right now either. But in I feel like what he just said in layman's terms, because I was like, I can't fathom putting data or like what we store in an iCloud into like a petri dish brain. Like I'm struggling with that. Don't explain, like, you know what I'm saying? But what Perry's essentially saying is like all of those episodes that you ever seen where like Rick and Morty or like Lisa Simpson accidentally made like a little town.
Yeah.
Of like, you know, like the little petri dish, and they're like, oh fuck, now they think I'm God. Because
on my soul.
Okay.
So like I'm and I can't really understand what Perry's saying except for that, and I'm just like, wait, because he's saying they have like some kind of consciousness. Like I guess this is a place where they can store data, but when I think of data, I think of tangible things, like electronic things, not some, like they make ears on Petri dishes. I don't think that you know what I'm saying? So like to make a brain on a Petri dish, I'm like, I don't understand how you can.
You got to understand is like these phones, these computers that we got, they didn't just come out of thin air. We didn't just create shit out of nothing for real. These are real like minerals and like rocks and like things that are on this earth already that have been repurposed to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't go to space and get this. It came from the earth. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like you can store data. There's been niggas like storing data in water and shit. Like you can like, I could put a song on water and then access it and play the song. There's like shit where people like take water and they put it over a photograph and then they take the photograph off and freeze the water and it'll look like the photograph. Like water has memory and shit. That's a fact type shit. Yeah. Which is crazy for real. So with that being said, also this week, Google announced that they have this new like AI processing chip that processes, they use that word again, I ain't never heard until this week, septillion. It processes shit 10 septillion times faster than the best computers we had last week. And they said that these chips somehow provide some kind of proof that there is a multiverse. Like it taps in, like the computer like taps into, pulls power from an alternate universe in order to like power itself. Which is like it's real. You can look it up, real. You just type it in your phone, type shit. And like what they saying is that like since the computer can process shit so fast, it can process every possible outcome of any event that could ever happen. So since that every event can be predicted, now it's a real thing. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like the government would never let people have something like that.
I mean, the government ain't got to have it. Google got it. They bigger than the government. Like, these private companies be bigger than the government and shit. That's why, like, fucking Elon Musk all on Trump dick right now. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know all that tech talk. I was just like, whatever.
It's crazy for real, because like you was telling me when I was telling Bailey about it earlier and Evan about it earlier, they were like, yeah, it's just like the chick that wrote The Matrix, like she wrote Terminator and all of that shit. Like we've been known that this shit was gonna happen type shit.
Well, again, The Simpsons always predicting things.
The Simpsons, yeah.
I'm more, again, off of I've seen too many movies. We're building like these brains or whatever. Like I don't really understand keeping the data on them, but like I'm more concerned about brains having some, we're making like artificial brains and they have some kind of
consciousness.
But they don't know what that sounds like. iRobot. So like saying, that's all I care.
They were saying with the
You're talking about the quantum physics of it all. I'm just like, all I'm thinking about is like brains taking over the world. Like,
they were saying that like with the Pong shit. They were saying with the Pong shit that a normal AI would have to simulate every single like instance of Pong that could happen before it could know how to play Pong, whatever. And the brain learned as it was going and just figured it out. Just like a nigga would just figure it out type shit. And it like all it is like a little thing, a little fake brain on a petri dish with wires in it, put in it, and it's just learning and it's just playing Pong by itself type shit. They said the butterflies before, when they first made the butterfly program, it didn't know how to fly. And now it can fly. And there's a bunch of them just flying around in this world for real. So like it's just like me and Jamal. It's funny because when I showed Bailey this video, like trying to explain it, they brought up something me and Jamal was already talking about like 2 weeks before about some psychology study or whatever that they put like a cat in a box with some poison or some shit, and they were like, until you open the box, until you open the box and know if the cat broke the poison and died, the cat is both alive and dead at the same time because you can't prove that it's not type shit. So by using that theory is that like if we created this shit, you can't say that we not in some shit like that already for real.
Alas, you guys are hearing it here first. The chaos theory, live and direct on the Face Value podcast. That's the chaos theory, bro. Anyway,
is that what it is?
Essentially what you're talking about, absolutely. You're like, I'm hearing exactly what you're saying. What you just said right now is essentially the chaos theory. So, all right,
but that's my little science minute, man. I just wanted to let everybody know that that's a real thing. Look it up, it's happening. Holidays coming up, man. You got anything? I'm going to my family crib and shit. What y'all finna be on?
Shit, man. Just chilling at the crib with my lady.
You guys already know your favorite not international, your favorite local Grinch, Bailey. I don't celebrate Christmas, so it's not even happening. Happy Kwanzaa.
I'm finna pull up with that eggnog.
Ew.
I always pull up. That's the thing. I always go to my family crib and I pull up on y'all niggas at night with my little eggnog with my
At
little.
night?
Remember I pull up with my fireball. Pull up with my
night?
Yeah, at dark when it's dark outside. I pull up, I have my eggnog in my jar, and then I have my little fireballs and shit. I'm trying to turn up.
Krampus.
Put some. Let's have some. Let's play some games, some board games.
Festivus for the rest of us.
Bailey and them just got Scrabble. We go get it cracking for real.
Facts. Do you partake in any board games?
I do. I like Scrabble.
What do you have any favorites?
Scrabble for sure.
Okay,
It's fun.
sick. I love that people have.
Connect Four. That's not really a board game.
Okay, Connect Four can get crazy though. Fuck.
Monopoly is hard, of course. Life.
Life is also. I fuck with life too.
I like getting into trouble sometimes.
I cry.
It's funny. Scrabble. I was watching this shit earlier this week and cause Scrabble is low key a game of numbers for real and not a game of letters for real. Low key. And it's been proven because earlier this week they had the Spanish speaking Scrabble World Tournament happen this week, and the nigga won. He won. I think they say he won 22 games in a row, cooking these niggas for real. And then the Spanish niggas went to go interview him and shit. Niggas like, I don't speak Spanish. He said, I don't speak Spanish for real. That's how you is. It's a game of numbers, my boy.
Winning Scrabble in Spanish is crazy.
It's a game of numbers. It's like Uno with game of numbers for real.
Do you fuck with Uno, Nate?
Yeah. 100%.
Wait, but how you play though? Cause I was playing Uno with these niggas last week for real, and they was trying to hold me back. Cause I play free.
These niggas can't hold me back.
You can play if you have 6 8s. You can play all 8 of those 8s. I feel like that's the thing.
I feel like maybe that's a thing because the chances of you having that is not possible because the way Perry, if you guys, because Perry's all over the place.
They was trying to tell me I could only play one card.
Wait.
Yeah, I feel like at your crib you can play 6 8s.
When Perry's talking about it, he literally was like, okay, if I have all of these 4s, I can play them all. When it goes around, we go clockwise and shit. When it gets to Perry, he can play all. If he has 4 cards, he could just play all of them in one hand. No,
they gotta be the same color. If I got 4 red 4s and you put a yellow 4 down, I could play 4.
Yeah.
Why would you be able to lay down multiple cards unless it's your first turn?
That's what I'm on.
No, you can play
first turn.
Bro, look.
I feel like the game wise, the first turn is the only time that you could do that.
No, hell no.
You wait. Hear me out. When you play games like that, usually the first turn it's all everything you got. If you have parrot, blah blah, any game you're playing. So if you deal 7 to everybody, if you have what you're talking about, I feel like that would be the only time. Not when the whole game is playing and you're able to draw. You think that you can play 3 cards at a time on your turn is insane.
No, hell no. Look, if somebody put a yellow 3 down. And I got a yellow 3, a blue 3, and a green 3. I feel like I could play all 3 of those at the same time. Hell yeah. And that a new color green.
Yeah. I thought those were the rules.
I feel like if you give me a draw 2 and I got 2 draw and I got
Wait,
2
the
red,
draw 2s, the attack cards are different though, because I was hearing you on that.
but
I get that.
If you put a red draw 2 down,
I get that.
and
I get those all day.
And I got
The
a yellow
number
draw
cards,
2, and I got 2 yellow draw 2s. I can play both of
get
those
that.
yellow draw 2s on top of that.
Wait,
No, one time.
No,
Why
I can
wouldn't
play
you be able
both
to
of them. And now
put
you
one
draw, and now the
draw
next nigga draw 6.
one at a time.
No, because the next person could have a draw 2, so they could put down
so
a
he
draw.
could put that down. Yeah, so he put that down. Now you draw 8.
Wait, Perry, hear me out.
What's up?
You have a draw 2.
No.
Then Nate has a draw 2.
Right.
And then I have a draw 2. We will put them down separate. Not if Nate had 2 draw 2s, he would put down 2. Why
If
wouldn't
they
he
the same
play
color
one card?
though.
Why wouldn't he play one card?
If he got two yellow draw, if I put down a red draw two and then he got two yellow draw twos, I feel like he could play both of those yellow draw twos and then you draw 6. And then if you have a green draw two, you could put that on top. Now I draw 8.
You heard it here first. No one ever knows how to play Uno. Play by your own rules, house rules.
They're my house rules. I like to keep it. I'm trying to get bring the excitement.
Get you some cards.
Anyway,
I got
what
some
else,
forever.
y'all?
Hell yeah. What up? Y'all see the controversy with cooking with Kaya?
Yeah,
Why people mad at cooking with Kaya?
Yeah, I seen that shit.
I don't understand. I just don't understand because it's so many women that cook that be on the same shit as her and that videos are produced way better than hers for real. She just popped up. I'm like, I've been following girls like this for years for real. Like, why is this such a big thing? Like, I don't understand why people are putting so much smoke on, not even smoke, but just like attention on her name because there's so many people that I fuck with that do that shit already.
It's just like, the internet is so fucking stupid.
I got a punk girl that cook. I got a mixed girl that cook. Cooking with Scorpio.
Yeah, but like the internet is so fucking stupid. It's just like, bro, she's not like actually going to take your boyfriend. She doesn't know him. She doesn't live in Delaware. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just watch the video. It's a fucking video.
And like, go ahead.
I watched when Perry said that because he's the reason why I even put it up here on the board, and I didn't even realize like you guys it would come into your world. I don't know. I guess, but like I guess when I'm thinking about it, like it's so minuscule, but like women are really hating on her, and that's why it's all of the hustle and bustle. And I guess the word on the street is because of how mediocre she looks. And like I guess she has like a cute butt, so like the twerking at the end, it's like, oh, she'll like take my nigga, but she like isn't like, you know, the way you would technically think like a beauty in the face. They're like, she's like so, but they like, but I feel like women are up in arms because she's so regular, but then like her body is like the type. So like her, you know, everyone talking about, oh, she can steal my nigga. Like,
she doesn't know.
She's like so regular though.
She doesn't know.
They're damn near saying she's so regular.
She doesn't know 3 million niggas.
But Bailey, that's what I be telling you all the time when we be having these conversations.
Listen, I'm not one of these bitches. That bitch could never take my man.
I know you're not one of them bitches, but
she'll never meet Evan.
But I'm just saying that. Evan like
and Kaya will never meet.
In that case, because
even if they did,
because I'm really confused for real. Because there's normal bitches. I follow a punk bitch that cook that look good as hell. I follow like a bitch with fat ass that cook. I follow a BBW that look good.
Horny man.
But I'm just saying, just for the cooking, for the cooking. I'm like, damn, she look good as hell.
I'm talking about the regularness of Perry. You're putting these girls into categories. This girl is very regular.
But I'm just saying,
she wouldn't fall into any category.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. I follow regular people that cook.
You put them into categories. You have a label.
I'm just saying, it's so they're not regular. I'm telling you, it's all. I follow all type of women that cook for real. That I just be looking for the recipes for. I'm be like, damn, she look good. And then on top of that, she look good as hell. I'm following her.
Man, the sequel.
But for real, it's not a new thing.
No,
like that's what I'm just saying. It's not nothing new for real. Like
they're saying because she looks regular. But I'm just trying to let you know.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you is that like remember we had this conversation and I was just telling you, I was just like, gee, like regular bitches look good.
No, that's literally fine, but it sucks that women are hating on her because she just looks regular. You know, she doesn't have a BBL.
She looks great.
They're like trying to figure out why men are up in arms or even talking about her because she, you know, like it's just giving like, you know, lip gloss and like, you know what I mean? And that's literally fine. Like I'm rooting for her, but I already know that like men act crazy and also women when it's anything with like twerking or showing your sexuality.
But it's such a slight twerk. It's not even really a twerk.
But wait, bro. She just looks good and she's not put together like how you normally see women who usually have a cooking show. They like have a little like, you know, they're like, it's giving a little, they like built a little bit up.
But that's what I'm trying to say is like, no, like I follow regular girls that be cooking.
I'm trying to tell you that everyone follows them too. So guess what? They're not regular, dog. You just put all these bitches into a category. This girl is just regular, right? They're mad because her regular body is getting her some kind of attention. That's it. It's not for you to understand, bro. You're not a woman.
But what I'm trying to say is that we had to, I remember last week when I was telling you that like regular girls look good.
You're a man, bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, you're not gonna understand.
But it's just like
anyway.
I just don't understand why her for real. Because like on the list of like cooking bitches that I follow, that I have been following for years, like she wasn't even on my radar for real. I was just like, oh yeah, I fuck with her. I'm like, oh yeah, that shit look good. Let me see what she did on that. What season did she put on? Okay, I see what she did. That's all I'm looking for. And like, I feel like if there are so many other people that have way more followers and have way more buzz that I've been following for years. But it's just like they just found her. Like they ain't seen none of these other people doing the exact same thing. They've been doing it for years.
She is like it's giving civilian, bro, and they're
that's
mad,
what I'm trying to
bro.
say.
It's hating. It's not for you to find.
But I'm just saying. But like everybody else, I'm not talking about girls with BB. I'm talking about regular girls for real.
You just put all of them in a category
of regular. But the category I'm putting in is regular.
You put a label on each one of them, like they were in different lanes, even if it's regular.
But regular lanes. These are regular lanes.
Shorty doesn't have nan tattoo, nan piercing,
and none of the girls I'm thinking of right now do. None of them have that.
Okay, all right.
They just regular girls for real.
You seen Selena Gomez cookie show?
Yeah.
Again, but Selena Gomez has had
I fuck with shit like that.
Selena Gomez has had work done. Like, be fucking for real, bro. We're not gonna go in a circle when you try to pretend like you don't know when women have work done.
But I'm not saying.
Anyway.
I'm just saying. But look what I'm saying though. I'm just saying like, I just don't understand why all of this shit. Yeah, like why people are hating on her when there's
women hating on them.
Well, why y'all do that?
So
because she says she's gonna take their man.
It's gonna go.
It's that line right there because she always uses that line.
It's internet commenters.
That's got to be what it is.
And like I said, she's not gonna take your dude.
I think it's that line.
Jerry from Delaware. Like she doesn't know it
because she do always say that. Like I could take your man with this. That's why y'all. That's why they mad. That's why the people is mad.
She doesn't know that many niggas. Like it's gonna happen.
Yeah, why? Like low key, like some of y'all need to learn how to cook. Shit, I'm learning how to cook.
But see, now the truth comes out.
I'm learning how to cook.
Oh God,
here it comes. Stop! Don't even go down that lane.
It's not like Yvette is watching these videos. She's like, let me figure it out before she takes Nate from me.
Yeah, like chill. Like, but that's
I know
the thing. Like, the thing is, why y'all be hating on like not you, Bailey, but like the women that you talking about hating on? What? Why you don't think that niggas want motherfucker to cook? You should be wanting to cook for yourself. I'll be wanting to cook for myself.
I mean,
that's why
I feel you. A lot
of
niggas can't cook for themselves, and they want a woman to cook for them.
Exactly. That's attractive.
That's a topic.
That's very attractive.
But that's where it's coming from. But again, that's a topic for another.
I'm the chef in my house.
Another motherfucking day, and I love that.
Yo, me too, for real.
Teach these niggas something, Nate. Okay, fuck. Because maybe they could take some fucking notes.
Because there's so many like. There's cooking. I follow a lot of cooking niggas. I follow just cooking people in general, for real. And I'm just like, and like the cooking Instagram world is so big, for real. I'm just like, why are they singling out her? Her video's not even produced that well. She don't even have a mic. I be like, she don't even have no mic. She just talking to her phone. Like, it's not, like, why is she the one that they want to come after, for real, when it's a million of all ethnicities, of all bodies, of all lifestyles, for real? They gonna come after her? It's weird. It's weird. It's just weird activities.
So it's a lot of hating from women.
Internet commenters.
But it's a lot of hating from women, and it brings up a conversation me and Perry had the other day, and we were talking about basketball, right? Yeah. And Nate, I want to know what you think about this too. Like, we were just talking about basketball and whatever. We were always talking about basketball. Everyone will talk about basketball when their team is playing and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Everyone will casually mention the WNBA. But, like, when me and Perry were talking about it, and I wish I remember how it started off, but it's like, when I think about the WNBA and when I think about how men talk about basketball, it sucks because I hate when, unfortunately, sometimes it's highlighted when women want to make a stance to be like, oh, yeah, no one cares about the WNBA. But how many women are, like, watching? Because and it's like a
like a
cringy moment, but it's a cringy moment where I feel like a lot of men who really love basketball are the ones who are watching the WNBA. And I feel like a lot of women are and for real, like I promise you, like shouts out to the women, but it's like a moment where I have to acknowledge that women watch a lot of sports, not all women. Most women watch a lot of sports off the
strength.
Men, like off of men world, like in that, you know what I'm saying? So like to watch the WNBA and know that a lot of men don't watch that, it doesn't serve them to watch the WNBA because I was just asking Perry, I guess, like the long and short was asking him like, what do you think the numbers look like gender-wise with the ratings that they could get? Because again, me and Perry, we came to the same conclusion that men who appreciate the sport of basketball are, even if they're old heads, are the ones who are watching the WNBA. Maybe a few who are in college basketball and like moms and like, like that percentage. But the rest of the women like aren't. Yeah. And they're watching the NBA because they're trying to be tapped into men's sports.
Well, it like niggas that's tapped into the game. Like I'll tell you, niggas that tapped into the game that really love the game of basketball. Like I watch the WNBA because, like I was saying, I'm looking at footwork. I'm like, damn, she got good footwork. I like that move she did. I like that defense. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at shit like that. But the casual basketball fan,
that's exactly what I was about to say.
It's not watching the WNBA.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like,
what do you think that is, Nate?
Well, I think because I'm sorry, Perry, but like I think casuals like they only think about like dunking and like crazy like alley oops and shit like that. But like real heads, like it's not necessarily like the fundamentals because these girls are not fundamental. These girls are cooking, but like. I think it's just like, to me, it's like not that different. Like I don't really need to see Sabrina like do like a under the leg dunk, bro.
Yeah,
I'd rather her shoot the lights out of another team. You know what I'm saying?
Cause like a nigga like me, like I've been watching women's basketball for a long time. My little cousin used to hoop. She used to go to like, but she was pretty good. So like she used to go to like Bull Sox Academy, AAU and shit. So I used to go to all of her games and shit. So I've been tapped into women's basketball and shit. And cause I really love the game. I've been playing it since I was a kid. So like I said, I'm looking at things like that. But the casual nigga, he want to see some excitement. Yeah. He want to see niggas get dunked on, niggas get mad, fighting each other and shit like that. Like, and it's just like the men's game is just faster. How they jump, how they dunk and shit. Yeah. And like when I was telling you, I was like the fact of the matter is that like out of the WNBA, how many people dunking? 3? 4?
But then I was asking Perry, I was like, league. Can they do it? And he was just saying like,
no.
Like muscle shit, but like I'm just trying to like, and I'm all asking.
But think about it like this. Think about it like this, baby. Like you got 4, 5. Maybe I'm gonna say like 10. It's probably like 10 women in WNBA that be dunking and shit. Gee, niggas in high school be doing through the leg. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like that's what niggas is watching the game to see. Like the most like
exaggerated, extreme
shit
representation of the sport.
And as a casual nigga, that's all. I only want to see the best shit. The most extreme. I'm not gonna say the best shit, but the most extreme shit as a casual viewer for real.
It's more of a show, and that's what I'm saying.
And like what I was telling you, it's more women than men in the United States for real. Yeah. And it's just like you was talking about women watching men, because they doing it for the same reason. They want to see the most extreme shit they could see for real.
So what do you think that they could do to try to, and like it is whatever you could think it is, because like fuck, I don't watch the WNBA too, and like. Even having the conversation was making me feel comfortable when I was talking to Perry, because I'm like, I'm even understanding it, and I'm just like, I don't watch the WNBA. Yeah. How do we even change that so that it's even looked at equally?
It's like getting there. Like it's already happening in front of our eyes because of like Sabrina, Caitlin Clark.
For sure. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, Brianna Stewart, they doing the
Angel Reese, like bro, they're like, I mean, the WNBA is on.
You
like,
see, Stewart,
every game, like most games sell out. It does not look like ESPN2 when we were like watching the fucking LA Sparks in 2001.
Do you think they get enough coverage then? Because I didn't know it was like that.
It's cracking.
Homegirl made they doing an off-season 3-on-3 league now.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, but it's because what's her name? Breonna Stewart. Is that her name? The homegirl from the Liberty, Stewart. She doing that shit for real. And I was telling Bailey, if a motherfucker don't do it, it won't be nothing for real. You know what I'm saying? People got to do shit like that, 3-on-3 league. Like, I'm finna watch that shit. Angel Reese playing in that shit. All the top players playing in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Asia playing in that shit.
Yeah, Sabrina Ionescu doing the 3-point contest.
The 3-point contest. Like, I'm finna watch that shit. Like, I'll fuck with that shit.
I just bring all of this
up. Also, hold on, Bailey, hold on. But like, also, the men's basketball league, the viewership is down. Like, they not doing good at all. But it doesn't even matter.
But bro, you have to understand, like, and I say this loosely, like, this is a man's world, right? Like, people have always watched the NBA, okay? Like, it doesn't matter if the ratings go down. I just want to say, as a woman who loves basketball too, I'm going to try to sit here and watch the WNBA because it doesn't make any sense that I love the game like this and I only watch men play it. Because I'm just trying to figure out why women won't sit there. Because I just feel like, and maybe I don't know, you know, I didn't sit here and look at the numbers, but I was just asking Perry as a rhetorical question, like, I wonder what the ratings are looking like gender-wise. Like, are women even showing up to watch women's basketball?
Yeah, they definitely
Or are they just trying to watch NBA? Because that's all I know is women who are co-signing the NBA. They're not watching the WNBA for some reason. It's like a second tier to them, and I'm just trying to figure out when it could be.
They starting to now.
They are because
of Cece. That's why.
Because of Caitlin Clark. Yeah.
Because of Cece for real. Yeah. That's what they were saying. Like right now in the league, like the NBA is down and the WNBA is up right now, and it's right now it's because of Cece. For real, because like you didn't see it, because like we seeing a player develop from college for real. We ain't seen that in the NBA in a long time. Yeah. We ain't seen a motherfucker dominate in college basketball and come in the NBA and dominate in a long time. Yeah. The only people we've seen them do that with, the NBA been exporting the product for real. Yeah. We only seen that with foreign players. Wemby, Luka, you know what I'm saying? They not doing that shit in America no more. So of course American audiences is like tuning out, but they showing up for CC though, because like that's homebred. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like that's why the NBA shit down. They talk about the NBA shit is down like a stupid amount right now. Like,
I mean, I feel you, dog, but like it's like respect. Like it'll always be all right. Like it really will. It literally will.
I mean, not like it
literally will, dog. Like it literally will. Like the NBA is not gonna fall. Like it's not gonna go out of business.
They falling off right now in record numbers.
It's not gonna go out of business.
It's damn
the NBA, bro. You're talking about basketball.
But it's at the point, Bailey. I'm telling you right now, as the NBA watching nigga for 20-some years, I'm telling you right now, it's in a point where they gotta do something right now so it don't get to that point for real. Mm-hmm. Because like it's definitely loud. Niggas is not watching this shit because it's stupid at this point. Because niggas just throwing up 3-pointers. Like that's been the thing niggas been talking about all week is like, what can the NBA do? Because the NFL brewing. Everybody else doing better numbers than they doing. NBA falling off in like 30%, 40% type shit. Like it's stupid.
That's why they're doing that cup and shit like that.
Yeah, that's why they trying to do the cup and shit. And they changed the All-Star game rules this year. And shit, like the All-Star game this year, it's gonna be 3 different teams, and then whoever win the rookie game, that the team that win the rookie game gonna compete, and they gonna do like a tournament for the All-Star game, and like I feel like they trying too hard because they know things are in a bad place right now in the NBA for real. And it's only because of like the style of play, like it's boring, it's stupid now for real. Niggas it's no more like. There's no more thought behind it. Like, it's just shoot as many threes as possible. Like, just this week, Bailey, let me tell you what they did this week. And I hate that Chicago is a part of this shit in the worst way.
Beating the Celtics?
No. Just this week, Bailey. So, last week, the Bulls played the Charlotte Hornets, right? And they recorded the most missed 3-pointers in NBA history. In one game. These niggas shot like, I can't remember the number. It was like 43s missed by each team for real. Well, the most 3-pointers ever missed in one game in the 80-year history happened last week. And you know what happened 2 days after that? The Warriors played the Dallas Mavericks. Yeah. And they recorded the most hit threes of all time.
Dallas Mavericks?
The Dallas Mavericks and the Warriors recorded the most made threes of all time.
Belt to
in
ass.
the same week.
Belt to fast. We whooped the dog shit out of them.
He said who? The Dallas Mavericks. He said, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Like he was at the press conference. He said,
Crazy,
yeah.
Hold up.
Y'all know how we come.
You know how we come in.
Y'all already know.
And then
You know, it's
also,
great
It's
game.
nothing. That's
and
light
then-
work.
And then and then also in the same week, I forget which college basketball team was the women's college basketball team recorded the most 3-point attempts in basketball history in one game for real. All this happened in the same week for real. So like that's gotta say something like, gee, like it's getting boring just to see niggas just throw up threes.
sure.
Ain't no more like offensive like strategy. Ain't no more like
Curry ruined basketball.
not Curry ruined basketball. It's just the fact that like
I used to think that.
I used to think that. I still did.
I don't think he ruined
Not
it.
ruined it.
Because
don't
you
think he
even
is.
saying what you said, surface level, my first thought when you were like, no one wants to see niggas throwing up threes all the time. Right when you said that, I was like, oh yeah, Steph
difference
Curry's
why-
ass.
why I
Everyone
say-
wanted to be Steph.
It's like find
and
your
hit
lane.
You know why I say
from the
Curry?
bag so
why I
that
say-
everyone could be like,
I mean,
oh
I
my
guess he
God.
did. I guess he did kind of ruin it. But the thing about Curry that's different is that nigga be making his threes. Y'all niggas be missing the
Indeed.
threes. That's the thing I'm trying to say.
Find
Y'all
your
niggas be-
own lane. Find your own
And they like
bag.
what
Real.
they trying to figure out rules. I heard niggas say like, you know, like when you shoot a basket and you miss it, the shot clock go back to 14 seconds instead of just being the same shot clock it was for real. That shit happened. They put that rule in 2008 and they saying they might trying to take that away because now they feel like niggas just they feel like niggas. I don't know. I don't even know for
Do
real.
shit
but
to
like,
stop the time
they
so they can
saying
get more
something
time.
gotta change for real. Because if it keep going down like this, like it's not gonna make no money for real.
I just feel like sports betting will keep sports alive.
Yeah.
I mean, but there's other sports
Especially
than
in the
basketball
men's,
for real.
But like in the men's, like what, bro? Like I feel like people really give a fuck about basketball like that. Like you can't even downplay.
It's
it.
not the same
I
as it used to be. As a
understand
nigga
what
that
you're
been,
saying.
but as a nigga that been watching it this long, I could tell you it's a difference. It's
I
definitely
feel
a
you,
difference.
but it'll never go away because it literally like greases people's pockets.
But it-
like it can't go away.
But
you
if
know
it
what I'm
can't-
saying? Like sports
Yeah, it's
betting,
never
like
gonna go
fuck.
away.
But that's the thing.
As much as they need football, they need basketball.
But that's the thing, though.
Fuck.
Like, but what you said, it can't go away. So at this point right now, we got to figure out something so that it can't go away.
I mean, they
'Cause
will,
They
though.
continue
They
the
will,
way.
though.
I know, and I'm just trying to figure out what it's gonna be because they continue like this, it will go away. For LeBron about to retire. That's what I'm saying. Like right now, LeBron, the hype around LeBron is carrying the league for real. Like if once LeBron retire, which is gonna be next year or the year after that. They gonna have to figure some shit out because niggas not gonna give a fuck no more. I give a fuck because I've been playing basketball since a kid, but the casual viewer is not finna be checking in because
Who
niggas
gives
is,
a fuck?
I
Fuck
give a fuck because I
LeBron
love
retiring.
no hella niggas give a
Listen.
fuck. What? Who give a fuck? Don't you realize when LeBron
Wait.
retire, niggas gonna be crying.
I don't
you gonna
give a
see
fuck.
niggas you know that you work with, like niggas you don't even know watch basketball. They gonna be going through some shit when LeBron retires.
Listen, my good friend is retiring, so I feel
Oh yeah, go ahead, Nate.
I feel
Man, since episode
more about that than LeBron. Fuck LeBron.
No, man, since episode 103 to 278, man. I'm stepping down from the podcast. I love you guys. I'm thankful for all the opportunities and the rooms I've been in and like growing this like friendship with y'all. And
Love
just
you,
know
dog.
it's no beef, nothing weird.
Bro,
just
we
like, you
love
know,
you.
want to do my own thing. I'm still a part of Face Value. I'm
Hell
just going to play the
yeah.
background. You know what I mean?
You already know, bro.
He's starting his band for real, so you know what I'm saying?
Always
Well,
want
it's not even really that. It's not even really that.
No, focus on the band, nigga. I'm trying
No, it's not even really that. It's just like, you know, I just want to like, you know, just free up some time, you know,
Yeah.
do some shit that makes me happy and like, just like stay friends and play the background. And it's like, and also like, I don't like, at this point, like sometimes I don't even know if I want to like talk on a podcast sometimes. You know what I mean? It's not
feel
y'all
it,
or
man.
anything, you know? I just want to like, yeah, it's not like, you know, I started a band and I'm just like, you know, fuck this. It's just like, you know, I just want to focus on other
You
shit.
gotta allot your time to, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I feel you. So one more time, give it up for Natey Jacks, man.
Thank you guys.
You already know.
100
Big motherfucking tags, dog.
170 episodes. 'Cause I think we took like 5
Hate
off.
to see you leave, but I love to watch
I'm
you
not
go
going anywhere.
into your best endeavors, dog. I'm rooting for you always, bro.
You already
man.
know.
Always. Big
Hell yeah.
tags, dog. You're a big imprint on this fucking podcast, whatever.
For
If
real.
you're here or there, here, there, close, near. You know what I'm saying, bro? We're always rooting for you, and thank you for everything, dude, because you made
y'all.
it capable for me, too. So that's something
Thank y'all,
to say,
man.
too.
On my soul, for real,
Yeah,
yo.
man.
Like,
So an end of an era, but not an end of a friendship or anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Friendship
an end of
is-
an era, bro. Like, we're changing, bro. We're always, forever changing. So rooting for you, dog.
Friendship is everything to me, man. I just like, I appreciate you guys so much. I just like, I'm just glad that, it's weird when you like, step down from something and it's like, I feel like, I want to like, I just treasure my friendship so much that
I feel it, man.
I just want to like be able to like do my own thing, and then like still have y'all like
and you
by my
always
side,
will.
bro.
We'll
You
be
always
here
will,
every
man.
step of the way, bro. You already know, dog. Whatever
still-
you're doing, we're going to be right there.
And I'm
dude.
still a part of this team, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just going to like, play the background.
It ain't your last time on here, though.
Yeah,
know.
facts.
It definitely
Okay,
his
so,
last time on
yeah.
here.
Yeah, I'm definitely
Y'all are
pulling up.
gonna see Nate as a guest on here. Just watch. Just wait.
Just
We're
like
cooking
before.
up something. Nate, you already know. You know,
Yeah.
ain't even no weird shit, bro. You already
Yeah.
know. You're always welcome here. You'll always be here. People always hear your voice, see your
Yeah.
presence.
And like if
because
you-
you're such a big presence
Yeah.
and you're such
I'm
a
sti-
big impact on all of this. It doesn't matter here, there, anywhere, bro. You already know what it is.
like if he
man.
over here, I'm finna tell him to get on the mic for real. So like,
You might hear him in the background.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
no,
I'm
I'm
still
gonna tell him
pull-
to sit at the table for real.
I'm still pulling up.
Yeah, so like, so Nate, bro, like I love you, bro.
I love you.
I love you, bro. And I love everything you doing, G. That's why I love to hear you working with Jorge. I love to hear you connecting with Julian and your other bandmates and making it out. And like, I want to do everything I can to make sure y'all successful, man. So like,
Yeah.
Absolutely. We're
just
rooting for
and
you,
just
dog.
and just because I don't care what you was doing, like, you know what I'm saying, like I don't care if you was making polka music, bro, like I'm fucking with it for real because
Yeah.
I fuck with you know what
Yeah,
I'm
of
saying, so
course.
like you already know what it is over here, man.
Hell yeah, man.
One more time.
Hell yeah. It's Big Tex over
Love you
here,
guys.
dog.
Love you
Signing
guys.
out, man. We fucking love you. It's Natey Jax, boy.
Face Value Podcast, episode
Episode
278.
278.